So my name's Amber. I'm the exercise physiologist here, but I really love cooking. It's probably one of my passions. It makes me relax. So turning to this Ornish diet, it was almost like a challenge for me to learn how to cook all my favorite family recipes and turn them Ornish. So today I'm just going to be going through how I grill my tofu at home. Today we're just going to be using this burner with a cast iron that has grates on it. So I will be cooking the tofu in my homemade veggie broth here. It is marinating. I marinated a little bit. I got firm tofu. You do not have to necessarily press the firm tofu for the grill, but if you want to, you can press it, just kind of roll it up in a paper towel, or I use just like a dish rag, and I press it. I just put a bunch of books on top of it, and it kind of presses it out. And then you can soak it in the marinade. So I just did this morning, so it's been marinating a couple hours. I threw some tomatoes in there. The marinade is just the veggie broth. I put a few drops of liquid smoke in there. Since we don't have the smoke of the grill, I wanted it to have a little bit of a smoky flavor. And it's hickory flavored liquid smoke, which I just found at Publix next to the regular liquid smoke. And 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, just to give it like a more salty flavor, and then a third of a cup of balsamic vinegar. So I wanted it to give like a balsamic flavor. And then I just threw some cherry tomatoes in there, so I'm going to throw those on the grill as well. And maybe a generous 2 tablespoons of garlic in there, because I love garlic.
Can you use the Bragg's amino instead of the soy? Because a lot of times I'll substitute that for soy sauce.
Yep, definitely. And I do that as well. I ran out of my Bragg's, but I do that as well. If you wanted it to have a little bit of a more teriyaki, like sweeter flavor, you could do the coconut aminos too. Or just, your favorite teriyaki sauce. I'm just kind of putting some broth in here so it doesn't get too hot.
It smells great.
These are just the hot dogs. So these are the smart dogs, the plant-based Smart Life hot dogs.
And Bill and
Yes.
Linda brought those.
Yes. So I'm just getting some marks on these dogs. Really gotta heat them up. Marks on the Yeah, so that's my trick with the broth. I do this probably every week, and instead of sauteing in oil, I kind of just braise my veggies in the broth. Gives it a good flavor, and then it also gets all the nutrients out of the ends of the veggies. From what I understand, if you cook in oil, it kind of takes the nutrients out of it. Is that true? Like vegetables? Like
Not
if you saute.
necessarily.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, that's what I thought.
Cooking in itself, the heat will just reduce some nutrients, but
Okay.
not too much. It actually activates some, like in tomatoes, lycopene. Heat actually activates that.
Okay.
So it can go either way.
Beautiful. And you can kind of chop these tofus however you want. I did blocks, a little thickness there. I'm probably going to chop them in half in triangles and cook the inside as well, but I just marinated them like that because it seemed a little bit easier for me.
Do you mind if I show this to the camera?
Yeah. And that's just 1 block of tofu, so.
That one block made all that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the tofu was on sale at Publix this week too, so kind of stocked up, but brought some. That was only 1 block, yeah, so it's a good amount. And if you grill like this much, and let's say it's only for you, you can throw it in wraps or salads or whatever you want during the week. Maybe like a grilled veggie sandwich. So you can kind of get creative with it. I like to batch cook things and just make a lot of it and then mix up the flavor throughout the week. So that's what I like to do, so I don't have to do as much cooking. I just gotta dedicate a day to cooking.
In the meantime, while we're waiting for the hot dogs to cook and for Amber to make her tofu, I used something similar. Last night, I had a ceramic stovetop grill, and I opted to grill some veggies. What I liked about this particular challenge was that I, too, haven't grilled much, so it was a learning experience for me. So I grilled zucchini and some cherry tomatoes. So I put it in a quick marinade when I sliced the cucumber and the zucchini and squash. I cut them in half, and then I tried to cut them like into little slabs. That way I could get the most out of the squash. And so when I put it in a quick marinade, I was inspired by Minimalist Baker's Tempeh Bacon marinade because she's using liquid smoke and soy sauce similar to Amber's marinade. So I wanted that smokiness, but I also wanted a little bit of sweetness. So I had some coconut aminos and maple syrup. So just a quick concoction with a little bit of chili and lime seasoning. I just marinated them quickly for a couple of minutes and then put them on the grill until I saw grill marks and then turned it over. And it was quite easy. So whether you're using the outside grill or you have a stovetop grill like this, you can still achieve that same texture. And that's the grilled veggies. How are the dogs looking?
They're coming.
They're looking good. I see some grill marks.
Yeah.
I like it. And then we're also going to grill some pineapple that Becky provided. So that will be very nice to have some fresh fruit and grilled fruits. Does anyone else want to talk about what they brought?
Linda will do that.
Okay.
I was just going to talk about his onion that's not chopped up for the hot dog.
We can chop up the onion. We can certainly do that. What about your bread that you brought?
Oh yeah, I make sourdough bread,
Okay.
and I tried making hot dog buns without a hot dog bun mold, so they didn't turn out very good.
But I
They
like
look
the idea.
Good.
Yeah.
To show the camera.
I was eyeing those down earlier.
They taste
So that's
good.
homemade?
Homemade.
Homemade.
It almost looks like
Sourdough.
focaccia to me.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Do you form the dough or do you have like a little
No,
pan?
I form it. Yesterday morning when I got up, my bread dough, I've got to show you this picture. It's hilarious. It had completely come all over the bowl and onto the counter.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was a hoot.
Really rose for you.
And, because sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and I put it in pans. Look at this.
All right. These are the middle ones.
Oh my goodness. That really rose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a surprise, wasn't it?
This is her dough over the bowl.
Oh my gosh. Very activated.
Oh my gosh. The dough rose.
But that's good, because that's why we have hamburger, or hot dog buns.
There you go. Worked out. Huh?
Yes.
I do
Other
think
hot dog buns.
And the fruit is real easy. I just bought a cantaloupe, chopped it up, got a quarter watermelon, chopped it up, and then you get the skewers and you can put any, this is more tropical because it's got fresh pineapple, it's got the cantaloupe, it's got watermelon. Strawberries are in season right now. But you can skewer anything you want, you know.
Then you grill that?
You can grill it if you like. It's just, it depends. I thought this was more of a dessert, so I didn't opt to grill.
So it's crispy.
Yeah, and like my grandkids love the cantaloupe and the watermelon, and I can just do cantaloupe and watermelon for them, and they just love it.
I forget about ideas like that. That's so simple.
Yeah, it's very quick. It's very simple.
Kids really good.
Very fun.
Yeah.
So
That's a
how
lot
long
of
have you had your sourdough starter? How many years? 20 years. Yeah. here.
And it takes longer for it to rise, that's why I do it overnight.
Like I don't ever want to put the dough in pans before I go to bed, because then I might wake up and it'll be hanging over the pan. And I have to put it back in the pan, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's fun.
And do you make it a lot, your sourdough loaves?
Probably a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how many there?
And it's like 9 pounds of dough. Bill said he's gonna start.
Making it for you.
Yeah, 'cause
Kneading it?
yeah,
Well,
'cause
he's
it's
got
like,
strong
I know.
shoulders because we do
Shoulders,
all
yeah.
these.
Thanks to Amber.
We've been working on shoulders,
Yeah.
yeah. Shoulder strength.
I don't have a mixer that's big enough, you know, like you see these commercial mixers for,
Yeah.
you know? But someday I might get a commercial mixer.
Sounds like a relaxing process though, to make the bread. And everything.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, would you like to help yourself to some fruit or the energy bites? Some
Sure.
veggies?
Yeah, I'd like to try those energy bites.
You're
y'all brought.
good.
Yeah.
And Linda made those.
So hot dog should be done any minute
Yeah.
now, it looks like, so we
They're
can go ahead and get
about
started with some plates.
Our granddaughter actually took the, rolled them, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she thought that was